Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, remember to hit that bell for notifications for when we drop new videos.
I'm Drew Council Short, and my husband and I purchased the house July 1st, 2019. We were here in April of 2019 for my husband's sister's 50th birthday party, and we were just driving through the area, saw houses for sale. We saw this one, and I was just like, hey, I'll move here if we can purchase this house. And he was like, really, you'd move here for the house? And I was like, yeah, I'd move here. We moved from Nashville, Tennessee, put an offer in on this house. It was accepted, and here we are. So we found out a lot about the house, and we learned everything about the house after we purchased it. Had we known some of it beforehand, we probably wouldn't have, or at least it would have been a discussion point for sure. It was built in 1890, so we knew that going into it. In 1907, the Fees moved into the home, and they were the most prominent family to live here. They weren't the first family to live here, but they were definitely the most prominent. And since then, there's been a lot of crazy that's happened, obviously. Frank and Mamie were married to other people at the time, and in the same year they decided to get a divorce from the people they were married to and married each other, which was scandalous back then, as you can imagine. They moved here with their 5 children. Frank died a natural death. He had a heart attack in Battle Creek, Michigan. Mamie, however, she caught on fire here in the house and didn't say anything about her burns or anything. Didn't believe in going to the doctor, anything like that. So she eventually, one of her children found out that she had burned herself severely, took her to the doctor. She died 2 days later after she went to the doctor. Her daughter later on found out about this, and her brother got in an argument in the room you're sitting in. She was blaming the brother for losing the faith. Mamie their religion was Church of Christ Science, and said they didn't believe the doctor or anything like that. They got in an argument over who was to blame for the death of their mother. And she went upstairs, Catherine, the daughter, went upstairs and got a bottle of cleaning acid or cyanide or something, and came down here to the stairwell and drank it, and she was dead. A lot of that information came from Catherine's daughter, who was 9 at the time, and remembers it very clearly. The newspaper articles said that Catherine's death was an accident, but it was not, clearly. So that happened that particular incident happened in 1932. It changed hands in 1939 when it was sold by one of the sons, Edward Fee. He sold it in 1939 to Audra Hart, and Audra Hart owned it for the longest period of time until 1993. I do know that she passed away in 1993, the day before the house sold, which was an interesting story to hear about. She had agreed to sell the house, and at closing, the closer found out that she had passed away And then we're like, nope, can't sell the house, no, any longer. And so it ended up going into court because it went into probate. And the judge allowed the people that wanted to buy it to still purchase the home. In 1993, it was purchased by another couple and owned by them until 2008 when they sold it. And then in 2008, it was sold to the people we bought it from. They live in California. The previous owner who owned it from 93 to 2008 did contact me and said, hey, I have all this research I've done for history of the house. Would you like a copy? And I was like, yeah, I want a copy. And so I ended up meeting her for coffee. She lives here in Little Rock still. Met her for coffee, and she told me like everything about it, the children, the deaths, all of that. So I was quite shocked when I had learned all the history and who had died in the house. And I went back and was looking at pictures, and the original photo of the house that was taken by a strolling photographer in the early 1900s. When you look at the picture of the front window underneath the porch, there's a clear image of a woman in the front window. And I was like, that's really kind of strange, because at that particular point, I mean, we didn't really know much about the house and whether the thieves were haunted while they were here or whatever. And so then I was like, well, this is strange. So we had paranormal teams come in. We started out doing a little bit of investigating ourselves. My friend Ginger Beck, who wrote the article for Abandoned Arkansas on the house, she came over and we started just doing quick EVP sessions. So then I invited people in to come and investigate, and people have come and people have continued to come. And it's been just really interesting to have the mix of people come in and everyone gets something a little different. And it's interesting to see who responds to different people when they are here. We don't know who the grandmother was. She did fall over the railing. We've got EVPs that say, I'm right behind you, from a man in the library, which is where I work every day. When I'm in there, there have been days when I've actually left the house twice, just because it's gotten very noisy in here. Above the library, there's a bedroom on the second floor, and it actually sounded like someone had dropped a box of books one day, and it startled me. And I had yelled for my husband, and he didn't answer. And so I had walked out of the back of the house, as I was not going to investigate by myself. I walked out the back of the house and into the carriage house, and he sat there on the couch watching TV. There are times when you can sit in the library when I'm sitting there working, and I can hear someone walk into the room, and the lampshade kind of vibrates, which is always, it doesn't really shock me anymore. It used to, but at this particular point, I'm so used to it. Other people have seen doors move. That was kind of where it all kind of started for me, was with the doors on the second floor. One day I went up there and I was like, I was at the top of the stairs and I looked down the hall and I was like, every door is closed and I know I left them open. And so I went and got my husband because I was obviously clearly nervous. And I was like, I left all these doors open last night and they're all closed. And so then we started just kind of testing the waters there with the doors.
Something like that.
So here we are filming at the Fee House. There's Barry and John. And interview's done. We're gonna go eat, gonna come back, and it's spooky time. Spooky time!
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
So here's what I propose.
Okay.
There's 3 levels to this house.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
I say we each take a camera and we each go to a different level.
Okay.
I'm guessing the sound's going to carry in here, so we could do like 5 questions each and then pass off to the next person like we did at Garnett.
Oh, yeah.
And then just kind of see how that goes. Everybody will have a recorder, everybody will have a camera. Alright guys, I'm gonna position myself by the stairs. This is where a lady had fallen and apparently she died when she fell. And then also Mammy's daughter drank some kind of poison and she did so right here on the bottom of these stairs, and I don't know if she died here exactly, but that's what the tales say. So.
Alright, so my name is Barry, and we have come here to communicate with anyone who is in this house who may have something to say. Please, if you would like to communicate with us, come forward tonight and let us know that you're here with us and that you have a voice to be heard. Let me just start off by asking, if there is someone here, can you please tell me your name? I've heard that there was a family who lived here by the last name of Fee. Can you tell me the mother's name of that family? If you are here with us, can you please give us a sign by stomping on something or knocking on a wall, please? Mammy, if you're here with us, can you please tell us how you died?
Mamie, if you're with us tonight, can you make a noise perhaps? Mamie, it's been a long, long time and years. Your house is getting repaired back to make it beautiful again, like it was when you were alive. Can you tell me, do you think they're doing a good job of it?
Just in the light right there.
Are you with all your family members that also passed away in this house?
First of all, I want to say thank you for letting us into your home. It's very beautiful. We're just here to visit. We're here to talk. I'm not here to hurt you or scare you. Don't be scared. We'd like to know more about what your life was like and what happened here, so. Catherine, it's a very sad story to hear what you did to yourself. Can you tell me what you used? What did you drink? Why did you drink something that would make you ill and die? This traffic is horrible. We're going to have a hard time hearing your voice tonight. But you can always try to show yourself to us in various ways. I've heard you close doors and that somebody has seen you in a carriage house. So, can you please do one of those things tonight? So we've got a game plan. We're going to go up to the attic where John Barry and I are going to do some investigating. But on the way, we're going to set up different devices to see if they record or measure any kind of activity. So while John's going up there, I'm going to set this on the stairs here. This will measure the EMF and temperature. We'll hit the record, let it record, and see if there's any changes. So this is a Ouija board that we've got. John built this. You might recognize it from the Kendrick place. Inside this Ouija board, it has a transmitter, really sensitive mic that transmits to a receiver which is downstairs, hooked up to a recorder, and John's going down there to make sure that it has signal and that it is able to hear us right now. It is super sensitive, so hopefully anything that comes in here or even tries to mess with this might set off some kind of signal and we might hear something. Full disclaimer. We are not using this as a Ouija board. It is more of a recording device at this moment. There's no planchette. We're not doing anything. No wax on, no wax off. I mean, we might dust it. It looks a little dusty. Okay. Where'd you need to set that?
I figured we'll probably set it up over here.
Like right there in that corner?
Yeah.
Shooting that way.
Hope it'll help.
I hope that got on camera. Like, just did all this unscrewing for 2 inches. Ain't that the way it goes, huh, guys?
Yeah.
All that screwing for 2 inches.
There we go.
This is David.
Barry.
John.
If there's any member of the Fee family who can hear my voice, we're up here in the attic. We'd like to talk with you if you'd be interested in having a conversation with us. I understand you had a maid here, or a servant, who stayed in this room. Can you tell us what her name is?
Do you think it was your fault, Catherine, that your mom died because you didn't get her help prior?
See, every time we start investigating again, like the traffic just picks up.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, they turned off the lights. Let's get back at it. People doing laps. What's up?
I don't know if it was like screwing with me or something. I saw like a flash of light on the ground right here.
I think I saw that too, but I think it was from a vehicle going by.
But yeah, it shouldn't light anything up right here.
Unless it's, well, that's old glass. It could reflect weird now.
It would have to, yeah.
The refraction of the light.
Why would you kill yourself,
I
Catherine?
hear that? I felt that on the floor.
That was someone outside. Did you hear the beep?
I heard that. But you didn't feel that on the floor?
I felt the thud. It was a thud, right?
Yeah.
Sure it wasn't someone shutting the car doors? No?
But why would we feel it?
Yeah.
If somebody beat on the wall or floor, can you do that again? So Catherine, you must have had some other underlying issues, there must have been something else going on. I don't think your mother's death was the only thing. What else were you upset about? Feels calm.
It does.
So far tonight, it's just felt really, really calm. So are you able to make the lights on this meter go off, or are you able to do anything like that? There's not a lot of energy in here for you to use, I know this. You know, it makes me wonder exactly how many times they've actually heard what they thought were voices in here, but it just is somebody outside.
Yeah. Very well could be.
Yeah.